consider.
Yes, especially with a fighting game like this with so many technical aspects and how it goes by so fast, it's very difficult. You're probably not even paying attention to what I'm saying right now. That's okay.
What was that?
Yeah, totally, Dimitri. Sure, whatever you just said. But we got two of the new fighters. Let's talk about them. Who do we have? Okay, so let's talk about Piccolo. Ryan, you said he is your current favorite right now.
It's just the way he fights. He has a bunch of moves that. He's very technical.
Okay.
Technical, powerful, and just super fun to use. And something about him just feels super satisfying too. And I mean, let's actually talk about 16 first, because I think that's more of the elephant in the room. Just again, no one talks about 16.
Got it.
And he's a grappler all around. And just do a thing.
Yeah.
Actually, so you want to show the thing?
I mean, we can show the thing. Yeah, we can show the thing.
Show the thing.
Let's do the thing. Hold on. Let me just say hi to you over here.
Do what you gotta do.
That's not the thing.
No,
This is definitely a thing.
Okay.
Oh! I have them. Don't worry. I still have them. I still have them. We're okay.
So it looks like bring him in.
Okay, there's my tag button. There we go.
This is
So
the thing.
you have a lot of health.
I have a lot of health. Right?
Let's do something about that.
All right. I'm gonna slowly walk towards you. I think it's firing back with these two.
Backwards, those two.
Wait for it.
Hey,
You
there
died.
we go.
Wow, so there are.
You died. But look at Android 16's health. He's got 1 point left.
This is amazing.
Android 16.
Still alive.
He can do a suicide dive, and that entire startup where he's jumping at you has.
Yeah, and I think the developers also said that is that they're going to have a whole bunch of different characters in the game, even like weaker ones that don't really belong. Because simply, if they're in here, they are of a team, not just one character fighting like Vegeta or something, or going up against Frieza. It's really hard to talk while fighting.
Really, continue.
Absolutely no. So what I wanted to say while we were talking about 16 is what's exciting about him is in the first 6 characters that were shown off, there weren't any grabs. We thought this might be a game without any grappling whatsoever because the Dragon Rush is kind of like a substitute for that system.
Yeah.
But 16 comes in and is all about the grabs, and he's all about chaining grabs specifically. So a lot of his throws like rush forward, they go through projectiles, they go through fireballs and things like that, throw you to the ground, bounce you into the air, and then he can do more after that. He can continue with another air grab or a full combo. A lot of his stuff is just very scary because at any point you don't know if he's going to come lunging in on you, and you don't have time to get out of the way.
Wooly, would you compare him to a certain Russian wrestler that likes to wrestle bears in another fighting game?
Yes.
I put him beyond Russian wrestlers and Tiger Mask wrestlers because he moves forward while he does those things instantly.
All right, gotcha.
I think Krillin as well, so to go back to that, he's a really interesting character because everyone in the game has a single assist function right now. But when you call in Krillin, he actually can do, this is an amazing one right here.
So it's Android 17 and 18.
17 and 18.
She uses him like a projector?
She uses him as an assist.
Okay, as an assist, yeah.
So technically you're a 14 character when you use Android 17 because... No, you
don't worry about it.
But with Krillin, Krillin jumps in and he throws rocks at you.
Okay.
Or he'll do a fireball, but there's a random chance he'll throw a senzu beam.
I've seen that. I wonder if that, so that's random. You can't control it.
You can't control it. He has 3 that I can tell so far. And once you use all 3, that's it. But if you do get one out there on the field, and whoever gets to it first gets a health up. Right?
Interesting, okay.
And it seems like it's like maybe 20 to 25% of your health back.
So wait, the enemy can grab it as well. It's not just, okay.
And you don't know where it's going to land. You don't know which direction it's going in. It's a bit of a random gamble.
Yeah.
But Krillin's throwing him out there, you know?
I'm willing to bet people will figure out how to use that strategically. I know it's random right now, but I think they're going to figure out the timing to where, they can throw it out there, maybe switch out their characters.
I love find a way.
Find a way.
He's got some other interesting stuff. He's got a solar flare on the ground where it's very advantageous on hit. It leaves you open because you're stunned, and if you block it, Krillin can act before you can.
Oh wow!
So it keeps the pressure going, and that's one really good thing he's got. Unlike a lot of the other characters too, Krillin can shoot out his regular fireballs and aim them upwards, and then a few seconds later they kind of rain down from the sky. And so he can positionally set up something, and then a few moments later, try to mix you up, see if you come from the left or the right, and the fireball will land.
Yeah, it comes straight down.
On top of you, and you'll get hit if you don't know which side.
That is so interesting. All right, cool.
Krillin
and then we
can
have
also jump
Krillin
while doing Kamehameha.
Wait, say that again?
He can also jump while doing Kamehameha.
Oh man,
so you can throw it in the air. It's the only character in the game that can do that right.
Yes.
Each character is so unique. Like you got Android, like you were saying, like Android 16, just walking through stuff. Krillin with the downward fireball and jumping and doing the Kamehameha.
And do Krillin's down in A right now, just to show you, like he can use hops. He can go left and right off of that as well.
Really?
Yeah, you can change directions. So he can get pretty tricky with it. And 18, of course, who we haven't really gotten into. 18's fun because she's another character that she's got a command grab as well.
Yes.
That calls out 17, smacks you around, and the two of them kind of team up on you
I noticed
for a lot of her moves.
I noticed there was a move where, and I was watching actually Max, I think he pulled it off earlier, where it was, I don't know if it was...
But I can't think of any other anime, in all honesty, that would fit that even better than Dragon Ball. Because everything's over the top. They're blowing up planets and things like that.
Yeah, Frieza blew up Namek.
Yeah, exactly.
That was insane.
All that stuff, the insane transitions of characters flying through buildings is just... It's some of the stuff that is all fluff in fighting games. It's absolute fluff. It's just flash. It doesn't do a ton for the gameplay, but those small bits of charm really make fighting games, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's the little details that
It's the
make
little
games.
details.
So let me ask you, Max, were you a fan of Dragon Ball before you heard about FighterZ?
The funny thing is, there's a fan-made Dragon Ball fighting game that has a whole bunch of references to the show. It is incredibly well done, only made by a few dudes, and it's been around for a very long time, made on a system called Mugen, which is a homemade custom-made fighting game engine. And I started playing that a couple of months before Dragon Ball FighterZ was even announced.
Okay.
And I really started like, wow, there's a ton of references because it's actually a very close homage. Like both these games love Dragon Ball is what it comes across. And that got me looking up stuff about Dragon Ball, and lo and behold, it's like the stars aligned. Dragon Ball FighterZ got announced at E3, and I was just like, oh. So there's a moment now where I'm actually going back and looking up this stuff that happens in the show. I'm looking up the moment that Trunks did the Heat Dome attack. I'm looking up, like I said, Piccolo and Nail, and there's a bunch of stuff in Dragon Ball Abridged that I've checked out as well that is super funny, and now I get it. Like I understand what's going on, because growing up I knew Dragon Ball existed. I remember having a Dragon Ball t-shirt or two.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, I only saw it on Telemundo.
Yep.
Because it was the only place
Telemundo, like on Saturday morning.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
I remember that.
all the Dragon Ball characters speak in Spanish, but I didn't. Voltron came on right after. I didn't care.
Okay.
I was watching anime when I was like 13 or something like that, when it was the only way I can get it.
Yeah, I mean, just watching it, you didn't even have to understand what was going on. It was just like,
dudes
man,
are screaming at each other and things are blowing up. It was
charging
it was
up
cool.
for a whole episode.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So there was a very brief moment where Dragon Ball was super obscure, and I was there.
Yeah.
I was kind of a fan of it. I was there.
I used to cut school to watch it. Stay in school, kids.
There's a very interesting thing. I don't think it's on this stage. There's a couple new stages in this build.
That was the other thing I was going to bring. So we're in West City now. This wasn't in the old build. This is new to this build.
You can tell that the background just gets completely wrecked when you start fighting, just like similar to the other stages, which is a very nice touch.
Yep.
There is a new transition, a completely new transition that me and Wooly came across when we were playing, and it made us absolutely like fangirls.
I hope so we can find it.
We should probably try to show it on purpose, but there's
please do.
another new stage that has a really awesome transition that I really hope we get to show off.
Favorite stage so far, Max?
Favorite stage so far is probably...
There it is!
Wow.
Is it gonna work?
Is it gonna work?
Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh my god, it goes through Wooly.
I wanted to test that. Wait, since I pulled off mine second,
We want to see it. We're trying to see if things beat this grab, and I don't think anything beats this grab, man.
You pulled it off.
You pulled it off. That is the insta-kill.
Who was that? Was that Ryan?
That was Wooly doing crazy stuff. So me and Wooly will try to show off this transition specifically.
Yeah, excellent.
But between all the new characters, I really like Trunks still, but I feel he's not tremendously easy to use. Some stuff that feels like should work kind of doesn't right now, so he's more of a nuanced character.
You're telling me he's a good starting character, like...
Yes.
Okay.
Now there's an interesting mechanic in the game right now where that we really didn't know how it worked. I forget the name of it. If it's Blast. I think it is called Blast, technically.
No, it was Smash.
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 There's a term called Smash when you use your heavy attack. You can essentially knock your opponent into the wall. You can knock your opponent into the air from the ground. And if you're already in an air combo, you can knock them into the air again. So the idea is, if you haven't already used it, you can actually bring in your partner while the combo is happening and they continue the combo for you. So a character like, for example, Trunks can lead into a character like Android 16. Trunks starts the combo, Android 16 finishes the combo without even using meter.
Okay.
And it is very good because Trunks supers don't do great damage. He's mostly a mix-up, open him up kind of character.
I was wondering what type of character he was. Okay.
And he's kind of weird to use because you're like, man, I can't get any damage with this guy, but I'm hitting people.
Yeah.
The idea is, and I'll just use this as an example. We'll try it out right now.
Yeah.
Just to give an example.
I think it's better. Yeah, because you were explaining to me, and it makes sense to me because I saw you.
If you want to,
yes, please show it to
watch
us.
it. I'll show you exactly what
excellent.
it is. The idea is that after a blast, I already forgot. Smash. After a smash moment, you can essentially hold forward with your tag button, whichever character you want to come in to finish the smash, and they will just run in and continue the combo for you. So, with that being said, I'm just going to do a basic combo with Trunks, and I'm going to try to figure it out a controller to bring in Android 16.
Cool.
Oh, there's Goku.
There's Goku.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
you kind of get the idea. Let's see if we can actually get the full thing. Trunks Ferrari.
Blow him up.
Trunks Ferrari.
Yeah, he's healing. Okay, your assist is back. Nope.
There we go. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong. You know what? It's the assist on the opposite side.
Yeah,
sorry,
there-
my bad.
Yeah, it's the L's, right?
Gotcha. Okay, so where's Trunks? Android is on the second spot, so I'm going to go forward with LB. Gotcha.
Okay, so you're going
And
forward.
you,
Oh, is this it?
is this it?
No, it's not.
We got to
It's
get the
not.
other side. So
Okay.
we'll just make sure to get on the other side.
All right.
I'm interested now.
You want to switch back to Trunks to get that?
Oh yeah,
to
we
do
do
it.
this.
There
Okay,
you
so
go.
he's on LB right now. Okay. I think I got to do it right after that.
Yeah, right. It's right after the animation, right? There you go.
So there we go. I missed it, but you can continue the combo from one character to another. Let's try to do a launcher into it. You can try it with Hero.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So basically, like this. No, hold on.
Smash chase, smash chase.
Smash
It
chase.
came in. So
That is, yeah. So it's a mechanic that basically brings your partner in, and so the fact that Trunks is not as great at dealing damage doesn't matter if he's a good starter.
Yeah, if he's a good
he gets
starter.
the hits, and then you bring in the heavy.
Yeah,
hitter
you set him up for the
to
heavy
do
hitter.
the big damage
So-
like 16.
I think I can
Very
figure it out
interesting,
right
very
now.
cool.
Right, right.
And then Goku finishes up the combo there.
And you get something better.
So
for
off of these
damage-wise.
launcher moments, the ones that go like up like this or to the side like that, you can actually tag in the opposition off of those things. And
Okay.
that's really, it's very good.
That is some high level play.
Let me, yeah.
do the yeah.
Let's do it one more time. This should work, right?
Right, all the way against the wall. Or is it the other stage? Did we get it wrong?
Was it the other stage? I don't know. Was it the other stage?
What exactly happened?
It's a really awesome transition.
So the character doesn't just go through the wall. They go through a wall. The camera changes, follows them through several other mountains.
We have to see this
We
now.
have to try and
yeah,
make
we
it
got to figure
happen.
out what stage this is.
Yeah.
Lucky for us, we have time to do so.
It should be the other map than the last one, the fifth one.
yeah, your level 3 should make short work of 18 anyway.
Jeez, man, it's like you're playing the anime. It's ridiculous. Like,
All right, now that we're talking about the anime, what character do you want to see? What character do you all want to see?
I think we talked about this on the Xenoverse stream, but I want to see Roshi still to this day.
Roshi?
I'm really hoping to see Roshi. And full disclaimer, we're talking about the characters we want in the game. We have we have no insight into what characters are featured. We're just like guessing. This is all just guessing.
That means it's confirmed.
Oh, Roshi confirmed.
Yeah, I guess that's different.
Totally not. But yes, if you had to ask me, definitely Roshi. What about you?
I hit.
I didn't want to. I was gonna take yours and be a jerk about it.
See,
but yeah.
I wish you would have, because I'm always split between Rose and Hit.
Okay.
Hit because I feel like he will be perfect because he's such a different fight style, and with how ArcSys is working on how every character fights completely differently, Hit is like perfect for it. But Rose is so flashy, and with how beautiful this game looks, every single move that Rose would have would be incredible. But I'm gonna go with Hit.
With him, do you think he'll be like a more of a heavy hitter?
Yeah.
No
Well,
pun intended.
more of a melee-based character.
Melee-based, okay.
I don't even think he has any key attacks.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, what type of projectiles is he gonna throw?
Well, he had Key Blast in Xenoverse.
But everybody had
he's
key
never,
blast.
yeah, but he's never had. I don't think he's ever done any key-based attacks in the series, other than.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think.
I don't know if he counts his. He has this move where he just punches forward and like an invisible blast basically hits you. I don't know if that counts.
I mean, I guess you never know. Once again, we're just
I'm not trying
Very
to
crafty.
Guessing.
Right.
I'm not trying to spoil what he did in the show,
Speculating,
but
thinking, yeah.
it was a dope move. So I want to see hit.
Hit. Okay.
I got a friend that really wants Beerus. I'm starting to think
Beerus
that
is a
might
good
be a
one.
good idea. I got Trunks, so I'm
You're
Exactly.
set.
I'm
Yeah.
super happy.
If we're having fun and it's not about power levels, I want Yajirobe. I want Yajirobe so bad.
Yes.
I need to see him being all chubby with his sword, having fun. Like that guy, I feel like he's me in Dragon Ball. You know, I want to be able to have him on a team where I'm like, he's not necessarily gonna win against Goku, but he'll be here. They didn't forget about him.
You know the funny thing is, did you ever play Tenkaichi 3 back in the day?
Not as much, no.
He was in that game. He was the most broken character in the game.
I'm surprised they put him in the game.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about this.
His ultimate that he had was he uses Sensu Bean and recovers all his ki and all his health. And as long as you're fighting and winning, you pop that Sensu Bean, you're chilling. You're gonna come back and still win a fight.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if we can get this.
So this is the stage that we're gonna show the. Wow.
And then the characters come
doing it.
flying in, dude.
Yes, it's so cool.
Yeah, we were flipping out when we saw
I haven't
this.
even seen that. That's dope.
It's
The
stylish.
little details, it's ridiculous.
And the fact that they come sliding in
And they just start fighting.
They fight it right
Yeah.
away. There's no downtime on it.
Did they say? I think they said just how many maps. Did they talk about how many maps there are in this game?
No, not yet.
Oh, we didn't talk too much about Piccolo, but Piccolo's got some interesting stuff.
Yeah,
where,
try his special.
Yeah.
So he's got this grab, and if you jump, he's got the air version. He pulls you back in, and then of course from the air, he's got that, and you can continue up whatever you're doing.
Do fireball back with light after you grab me.
After the grab.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max, you were showing me
Yeah,
some
there's some crazy stuff. Like
crazy
give me
combos.
in the air, Wooly. I'll keep jumping up here.
Into Fireball Light.
Yeah, fireball back with fireball back X would be on the controller. It might be jump up in the air with me and grab me.
Okay.
Yeah. So from that, you can do the meter burn version, which is fireball back with B, and then do all the orbs in the air.
Right. The Hell Zone Grenade is what's the input for it? It's,
So what was
It's down back right trigger or right bumper.
So try it again and then do the fireball back B with this part.
so let's
See if we can get it.
The other one. No, right bumper.
That's exactly it, though. It pushes your character back a whole bunch into a stun state.
Oh wait, I don't have enough meter for this.
It only takes 1 meter for the
Hell Zone Grenade?
Yeah.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. That was late. Sorry.
And this is what I like about Piccolo so much because like he can set up so much stuff.
And this will actually work. So there's a huge stun state that you can get off all this stuff. That
I
is
noticed, yeah, that was insane.
ridiculous.
Whoa.
It's just right bumper, not right trigger.
Okay. Well, I was pressing the two buttons together. I guess,
okay.
so yeah. The other thing with Piccolo, do you have him on your team?
No, I got Cell.
Okay.
And,
Well, because basically you can throw out these fireballs that are like slow moving, and like you can charge them to make them bigger. And like while you can use them as coverage, you can also use the grab to pull people into them. And his stretch, his arm can pull people through fireballs as well. Like there's no like hit on his arm as far as like key blasts are concerned. So like you can yank people into stuff, and it's pretty tricky.
Another one that I saw is if you get a snapback, you can set up the Hell Zone Grenade. So when the other player's teammate tags in, they fly right into it, and it connects.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's so much you can learn with Piccolo. That's what I like about him.
He's
Yeah,
very versatile.
He's versatile. He's unique. He's gonna have a lot of dirty stuff.
And then just to see the maximum level of Destructo Disc, which is not unblockable.
Oh, not unblockable.
Not unblockable,
Yeah.
right?
Just throw as many as you can.
Oh my goodness.
So
Five bars.
5 bars.
5 bars, and that's a lot of damage.
Go ahead and do his level 3. So it'll be fireball back with right trigger. Charge up for it.
Yep.
And then fireball back. I think it's RT on this thing.
Yep.
Hit me with it.
Yeah. It's actually fast too, like really fast.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then you get bombed. And right there, even if you block it, that second part still happens. So like you have the moment to kind of like tag out, throw a Senzu beam, do what you got to do. You know.
Set up
That winning animation's great.
Yeah.
They show the Chrome Dome.
Yes.
Like I said, when was the last time you saw Krillin be fun in a Dragon Ball game?
This is true.
I think all the new intros as well that the characters have are so oozing with
looks
style and personality.
Yes, that is the perfect term for it. Style. There's so much
Yeah.
style to this game. I agree.
Like the way Piccolo rips off the weighted clothing.
Yep.
You know, 17 and 18 walking by each other.
Yeah, and then like she's like, "No, I got this
Yeah,
one."
yeah.
That was so good.
And like, and with 16, he's just kind of like the camera kind of starts out from a dramatic like aerial view, like you're watching almost from a helicopter.
Yep.
As he's like crouching down and gets up and,
I
says
saw
his
that
line.
shot. That was really
Glorious.
neat.
So
Glorious.
sick, man. Of course, Trunks is Trunks. You know.
Trunks is Trunks.
Future
He's-
boy.
He's just fun. Like and
bad
not,
man.
Not everything connects the way you think it does, but the
Tell
more
you
I'm
what,
working on
though.
him, the more I like him.
He doesn't play like I thought he would. I thought
Exactly.
he'd be I thought he'd be faster. I thought he'd be stronger.
Pretty much, he's what you think like Vegeta and Goku kind of do.
Yes,
Everything
exactly.
just works with them, and not everything works with Trunks. He's more nuanced.
Very nuanced. Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, I like that a lot because it requires people to actually learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a character you'll take to the lab for a while.
yeah.
It almost
You know?
feels like they're like, you know what? No, we don't want him to play how people think we want him to play. We're gonna make him play something.
And there's probably already going to be a lot of questions in terms of how these characters play. It's fairly similar to the core roster, the core 6 that are in the game. Most moves are fireball forward, fireball
yeah,
back, or
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
down with a button, and that's about it.
Yep.
They are fairly easy to use still, but similar to other tag team versus games that are very easy to play at the beginning.
Yep.
It's all the little stuff that it really builds up in the end.
Agreed. Yeah.
18 can call, when she calls in 17 to attack, she can also call him in to just do like a couple of support blasts as well. So like she has like almost like an entirely extra function where every button, if she does Hadouken backwards, or like a quarter circle backwards with the button, you get a 17 version of that while she's free to act a little bit.
Oh.
You know? And
So he stays out for a bit? Is that what it
he
is?
stays out for a little bit to do whatever the action your input was. And between having that out there plus 2 other assists, you can have 4 characters attacking one at the same time in this
Crazy.
game.
Yeah. Something else I want to say. Do you show off his flips? He has those flips. Do you have to
Yeah,
get them on
the flips are just for mobility for the most part.
Yeah, so basically what happens with Trunks is you do a quarter circle backwards with his attack buttons, and he'll
get
flip
this.
forward or
Yeah.
flip backward, and he'll do it out of anything. And so the main thing with it is like you can make a lot of your attacks safer by canceling the recovery into one of the flips. Similarly, you can do a really like long slide on the ground, and like if it doesn't hit, you think you're gonna get punished, just flip out. You know, so like Trunks is that kind of nimble character where
He is nimble for sure. Okay.
yeah, you take a
yeah.
risk and you see if it worked out, and if it did, then great, go for damage. If it didn't, I'm out.
Does the sword come into play?
Oh, you got me with that.
Like,
It works.
I mean, I know it comes into play, but I guess is it a big factor
It's a
when
big
you're
factor in his normals.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
He's got one special with the sword, which is this, but it's really not specifically amazing.
Okay.
So like most of the characters in this game have like they just fight with their arms and legs,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that means the range of the buttons they have is fairly limited, right?
Yeah, except for Piccolo.
Except for
Got
Piccolo,
stretchy arms.
exactly. Boo, right? Boo
Yes,
can do
Boo.
that big long punch
Yes,
and things
yes,
like that.
yeah.
And Trunks as well. Having the sword swings means he gets a little bit extra range on his attacks, where someone's arm or leg might whiff. Like if you're fighting like Krillin, for example, he's got little stubby arms and legs. You know, he might not be able to hit you at the range that Trunks would be able to confirm you something. So it does. The sword definitely comes into play there. And the other thing about Trunks that, like, you know, even though, like we said, he's a functional character that takes some work, his strongest attack is a grab.
Okay.
You know, it's his command grab, that big one that Max finished me off with, where he shoots you up in the air.
Yeah.
And so that kind of means it's like you can't ever really. It's
It's Gordon.
fight. Yeah, it does. It means you can never really sleep on Trunks. You know, you can't ever take it too easy because if he has 3 bars and like you're trying to do something while he's on the ground, he can wake up and throw you. And if he thinks that what you're doing is not honest, he'll keep you honest. You know?
Trunks keeps you honest.
Oh my god!
You got him? You got
So
him.
I have a problem now. I'm about to die, and he has 1 character left, so I
was
need to activate Sparking Blast as soon as possible.
And,
And dude, look how fast you healed. Look how fast he's healing with the sparking.
This could be bad.
We should talk about this. So,
Okay.
sparking is basically a mechanic that it's like you hit all 4 buttons, and at any point in the game, you can only do it once. It lets you recover any blue.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah. So I guess some people call it chip
Yes, I
damage.
think so.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
You recover some chip damage. You recover blue health. It's
I don't believe it.
It's the health that would have
Believe it,
recovered. The health that would have recovered if you tagged the character out, basically.
Okay.
When you do your sparking,
Good stuff.
it hits the character and starts to regain it. And if you have 3 characters left when you do a sparking, you gain a little bit of healing, and the boost lasts not a long time. If you have 2 characters left, it's in between that, and if you have 1 character left, it's a long time.
Got it.
Right.
It's much similar to a factor that could be known as excellent.
Some sort of mysterious
It
Y
very
or
much
Z
functions
factor.
in a very similar way.
Yes.
I don't know what you guys are
I don't know
at.
either.
Now
We're talking about Dragon Ball here, people.
And of course, the other thing about it is to sort of separate it from any sort of other burst type attacks is you don't do it when people are hitting you. You do it when you're attacking or when you're both in neutral. You can't actually do it to stop a combo from going on.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's not a get out of jail free card.
Right.
You know?
It's you have to use it strategically.
Exactly.
You can completely change the game though. If
Yeah.
you're losing, and you can even be down to like 2-1, and you bust it, I can still win if you know how to use it the right way.
Really.
And with that Android 16 move.
Save
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Save it. Yeah. That was a perfect example of
Yeah,
that.
exactly. I was looking at that and I was just like, man, that could end. That
Yeah.
could turn the tide of a match.
I'm just
so
thinking about
quickly.
like tournaments. Like that, it's gonna be so
It'll be
much fun to
scary.
watch this.
I cannot wait till these guys are in tournament play.
The rate that you heal at too, especially on level 3. I've seen some level 3 animations where like someone who's about to die gets hit with a level 3, but they're in sparking mode, and the sparking is healing them faster than the attack is doing damage to them. So they end out basically taking about half damage from whatever you did to them because of how fast their life goes back up, you know?
Very
it's a
interesting.
very powerful mechanic, and you want to save it for the right moment. Piccolo, when he does that little smash on the ground right there, he puts his hand out for a second before he teleports, and that's actually like a parry. Right?
Really?
Yeah, you can absorb hits on that little moment where he puts his hands out before the teleport occurs. So you can do it when you're waking up as a reversal, for example, and if they hit a button, you'll absorb it and come down on top of them. Oh, he just did it! He just did it!
Max,
Oh, that canceled my balls.
yes,
Getting
very
hit
good.
stops it. Okay. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna actually. Max was showing me this ridiculous 63 hit combo that he did with Piccolo. I don't know if you able to pull it off.
right now.
Oh man, yeah. Max labbed it up.
I've been labbing all day.
If you would have seen this guy earlier, a little inside baseball, they're doing
It is.
some direct feed capture of the game. If you would have seen him earlier, Max was methodical. He had 2 joysticks in his hand, setting up different
Must find
situations.
cool stuff.
Yeah,
And find cool stuff he
was
did.
finding- Please watch his videos. They're going to be ridiculous.
I think,
As with everybody else's.
yeah, we're having fun in there. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you guys are all getting direct feed capture. I cannot wait to see your guys' videos. Can't wait to hear Super Best Friends play. I have fun with it. Super Best Friends
A lot of
play.
words.
The podcast talk about the game.
Oh man, I have things to say.
Excellent. Hopefully good things.
Oh, many good things.
Excellent.
Something that's fun about getting more hands-on time with this is finding out not just like what's really strong, but how to counter certain things. How
Does
to
that work?
Yeah, that works. Oh my god. How to counter certain things, and back at Evo when people were kind of like dashing in, or I was wondering what's the right way to answer that? And we found out earlier that a crouching heart attack is pretty much like almost most of your body is invincible during it, and it'll completely shut down someone's homing dashing. You know.
Interesting. Okay.
So there's
I was wondering how you counted it down.
Like,
Like, wow.
There's little games of rock paper scissors happening like in every little system where like you can if someone's coming at you with that button or someone's throwing projectiles at you, right? The homing dash goes through those.
Okay.
But if you do that
I still
uppercut,
got you with that?
stop their homing dash, and like everything has a counter, everything has a strength and a weakness. Like so far that feels really good. Like a lot of these systems have like you can't just abuse them.
That's what Arc System Works is like really good with, is like having those rock paper scissors mechanics, even in their other titles.
You don't want too much of it, but a little bit, because you don't want to be guessing all the dang time.
That's true. Yeah, then it doesn't. It's not a fighting game.
I mean, like, there's definitely like a couple things that like I think have changed since Evo as well that are in the interest of making the game a little bit more fair. You know, like you can't do your Dragon Rush into Dragon Rush over and over again
Yep, took
anymore.
that out.
So that's there. Frieza's assist now still hits you really well, but you can't get a free combo after it every time.
No more 150 hit combo.
Yeah,
Those
you
are
know,
essentially gone now.
You gotta work a little bit more.
Yep.
You know?
I remember that. I remember that at E3.
Yeah.
That was done to me. It hurt me. Hurt my soul.
But yeah, I can't wait to see like how people figure out stuff with like characters like Krillin, where I'm playing him and I'm just like I know that there's things here, but I'm not the one. You know, the chosen one will come and figure them out, but I'm not them.
This is almost the end of the match here. West City. What
Getting close again.
Super close. When you guys were playing each other earlier, do you find that most of the matches come kind of close, like very close to each other, or is it just different for each type of game?
They have been fairly close.
That's what I've noticed too. So like when I'm playing like against these guys in the office here, the matches have become very close, come down to the wire almost.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if it's just I suck, which is probably true, but I'm also wondering if that's the way they tune the game to where they want these types of close matches.
It really depends. Like we're playing it at like our core level with like the core combos, not the dirty stuff. But for the most part, like each character has their strengths and weaknesses. Where some characters are really good in the air, some characters are specifically good on the ground, and you have to mitigate your team around that. You have to put one character on a side that gets them good in the air to finish up on the ground or something of that nature.
Okay.
So team structure is going to be a huge part.
That's what I was just
Dragon
about
Fighter.
to
Can we talk about the 3v3 that was just revealed?
Yeah.
Please, can we talk about that?
The online.
Okay.
The online. You mean 6-player?
Yeah, the 6-player thing.
Yeah.
Sure, definitely.
That has me super hyped. So basically, the way it's going to work, to those who haven't heard, is you can play with 6 friends. So, for example, us 3 can be each in a team, but we all control one character, and that's going to be amazing. Just imagine like how that will come down to like you need pure team chemistry for that, because like I guess you could be cheap and just kind of like tag your friends in when you're about to get shot and blasted, but you're not going to win, so you don't want to do that. But like if it comes down to it, and you like really like step into your team, those matches are going to be intense.
Yes.
And it's not really done in many fighting games before, because most fighting games do have options where you can go 3 versus 3, but they're not active battle. It's like one person takes a character and the next character comes in and does their thing. You don't tag them in, to do their role.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious how it's going to work, how it's going to work with matchmaking, and I'm really excited because get 3 friends right next to you, or even 3 friends online fighting 3 other people. That's going to be very sick.
It's definitely going to be an interesting mode.
And just so there's no confusion, you can also do the standard 1v1 where you pick 3 characters.
Right. Yeah, this is a whole. This is a party mode. Yeah.
You need 6 friends to
You
play.
can't play Dragon Ball unless you have friends.
And you need team synergy in real life.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how well it's gonna work in like a random match environment, because if you're not sitting there talking to your friends, or in the same party at least, like it can get kind of iffy. But like once you get like obviously I got Afro Sandra, for example, or
I don't know who that is, but sure,
Lotus.
okay.
He makes videos.
You make video? I never.
My
heard
homie
of it.
Lotus. If we're all
Shout
like
out.
on a Discord call or something,
Yeah.
those matches are gonna be nice. I'm excited.
So we're gonna end it on this match here. So if there's anything else you guys want to talk about,
2 things we didn't address come to mind, actually.
Yeah.
Hard to talk while you're playing, but
Go for it.
one thing
Go
is
for
when the timer is running close to 0, there's very little moments where there's almost no timeouts in this game, because you have 300 seconds to fight, and that takes a while for that to run down. But if it ever happens to, and you take someone out in the last 10 seconds, the timer resets to 10. So there's actually ways to add time on the clock, where towards the end of a match, you can actually have the timer go down to zero, and then you kill somebody on 0, and then it goes back to 10 when the next character jumps in.
what the heck?
They want no time overs. They want you to
I'm
actually
like,
take
wait a
the
minute.
characters out. You know?
They're like, no, you don't get to finish it this way.
No.
We didn't talk about Krillin's after image also.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that.
So
I thought it was
you
just
did
like
right
a
now.
clone.
Sure. It's his 3 quarter circle forward attacks, where he kind of fakes has a little after clone, and like it's an overhead. So if you're crouching, it will hit you. And in the air, he kind of just like lunges forward and he places himself like you get like a decent kind of cross up.
And if you hold it down, it changes it. Like it isn't there or something. Like you can fake them out.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
It actually
And
doesn't
there's different
do anything.
distances, like
Right.
Yeah.
The EX version is really good there because I get up in your face really quickly,
Yeah.
and you didn't know which one that was. you know?
Yeah, no idea.
So that's it.
fake out. Cool.
What's crazy to me is just the fact that they actually pulled off an after image in the game. Because they had after image before, but it was more of a dodge mechanic in the past games. But this is like actually after image, and like it puts you in the same environment that these fighters were in the series. It's like which one's real. You
That was
have
like in
to,
Budokai, right?
Yeah,
Where you kind of shift behind
you
him.
just kind of shift behind.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
this
I
like
remember
you
that.
actually create like that little extra clone.
Oh yeah, so this is the where he's throwing kick rocks.
I want to
son.
see if I can get a senzu out just to
Yeah,
see like how
yeah.
much.
I threw like
much
50
life it'll
and I
heal.
didn't get one.
You know what? I threw it. The first time I threw a senzu bean, it was a senzu bean I threw. The first time I threw a projectile, I
I
got
have not
lucky.
seen one yet,
Oh,
except
man.
for an assist.
It's there. I've seen
try,
it.
try it as
I'm
an
gonna call
assist.
him an assist.
Doesn't it heal a lot too?
It does. It's
like 25%,
about
right?
20-25%.
Yeah.
No, see now he's doing that instead.
Oh, so yeah, Krillin has really random things. Like all of a sudden his fireball goes in one direction. It goes in one direction.
It's hard to talk.
And then it goes in a completely other direction. So it's like forward, up, down, and then the senzu bean does random things. So
I was like, wait, is that a senzu bean?
he's a
No,
he's a very kooky character. Like it's tough to kind of figure him out, but
Yes.
at the same time, I see where he could definitely fit a role in a team.
super fast as well.
Learns a lot
Very
about
fast. character.
false, but like I feel like it's less reliable because like I don't know that I'm just unlucky right there, but you barely saw that sense to be pop out just now.
And now I'm not getting them at all. So there it is. You know,
Was
like
that really it for a moment?
yeah.
That's kind of good because I remember people worried like how overpowered that might be, and you just saw that if he barely got sense to being off.
And I threw one earlier, but it threw it away. So it went, it went away to the edge of the stage.
You want to know something I don't know what it does?
Yes. There's
17
one move,
just sits there and talks.
and if I hit him, he just goes away. And we
think-
don't know what it
We don't know
does.
what it
That
does.
I think it's
We're trying
supposed
to
to
figure it
fake
out.
out your opponent.
You guys shouldn't have shown me that because now I'm just gonna wonder what it does.
It
Yeah.
costs bar though. Why would it cost
And
bar?
it costs meter to do it, so
For a
we're
fake out,
yeah,
right?
we're everyone's very confused.
Yeah, I'm hoping somebody will figure it out now. Hey, professional Dragon Ball expert Rhyme Style. How old is Krillin?
I think he's like
Did I stump you?
numbers I don't know.
Okay.
I want to say he's like
Is he as old as Goku?
he's as old as Goku.
Okay.
But I think he is slightly older than him by like a year.
Did they ever explain why he's so short?
No, you just not
He's
growing.
just the way he
He
is.
also doesn't have a nose.
He doesn't have a nose. He's
Doesn't have a
accurate.
nose. He actually doesn't have a
Going
nose.
back to Max's comment, he's a very kooky character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like he
No, no.
actually doesn't have a nose. Not that it's just the designs like that. He doesn't have a nose. There's actually a part in Dragon Ball where he's fighting like a super stinky dude. And like the entire time the stinky dude was winning only because like he was so wretched
Yeah.
that everyone would just hold their nose. And there's a part where Goku
I've
goes,
had that at the BART before. I've
Invincible.
been
Yeah.
defeated by the stinky dude on the BART train.
Krillin, you don't have a nose. Oh yeah. And then he wins the fight and you realize it's still. He's just kind of a kooky character like that.
Yeah, he's a goofy character. Okay, fair enough. I'm just wondering because Gokhan, very good old Gokhan.
The new fusion.
Yeah,
Goku Gohan.
yeah, it's a fusion of Gohan and Dokkan Battle.
I actually think Gokhan might be a Dragon Ball Heroes fusion.
Okay.
Because they do a lot of water fusions.
That's exactly what I meant. But
I
no,
was
I was saying Gohan and Krillin are both the same height. I'm wondering if they're the same age, but obviously they're not.
Yeah, no, I know he's either younger than Goku by like a year or two, or he's
Okay.
older. He's in that same, basically same age.
Got it. All right. Oh man, he's taking this one.
This is the Ferocious round, by the way.
For realsies round. This is the only one that counts.
I almost
It was
got
almost there.
All right, well there you go.
All right, guys. So Dragon Ball Fight.
Wait
Oh,
a second.
sorry.